Oh my goodness gracious. I've been talking a storm and I didn't realize I wasn't even live. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Uh, Hello, Linda. I was talking away at you and I didn't even hit broadcast. I'm not used to this new StreamYards. I'm so used to looking at um, YouTube's thing. This is killing me. Something is eating my back up. Hello, honey. I'm in the dark. Oh, I didn't turn on the light, did I? I better turn on the light. Look out, Gingy. Thank you, baby. Get out of the way, honey. You're going to get hurt. Let me get up here and turn on this light. I'm sorry. So, I went outside earlier and I got tore up by mosquitoes and now I'm itching all over. Ginger, is that better? Let's see if I can move that up some so I can. Got to remember how to do all this. Bottom. Add banner. Did it do it? Yeah. I got to get the hang out of this. I like that one. Well, looks pink to me. Maybe I like blue better. Alrighty. So there we go. Sorry, guys. I'm not quite used to this new thingy yet. Hello, Christy. Welcome. Come on in. Hey, Julie. So I have a lot to talk about tonight. And got some pictures to show y'all and different things. So are you guys all staying hydrated and in cool weather inside and not out in this heat, I hope? I have to say I had no desire to go outside much today. Stupid hot. Don't like it at all. Yeah, I don't either. And y'all wonder why I'm always complaining about the heat in Florida. This is the way we live all the time. Went dumpster diving and got 6 boxes of produce. Far out, David. Feed them chickens. Y'all, we've been dumpster diving and getting um, fruits and vegetables for our chickens. Oh, I'm sorry, Christy. Do you not have AC? I want you to know. My daughter-in-law told me her electric bill was over $400. I would have passed out. And I'm concerned about my freezer because I pulled out that hamburger meat that I put in there the other day, and it was not frozen. So I don't know what's going on. I changed the the freezer thingy, and I hope it works. So, Linda, I'm liking this new thingy, this new StreamYards. Well, it's not new to me. I didn't realize I'd already signed up for this years ago with I think I think Daryl and Sherry helped me with this. My head is killing me. Believe me, believe you me, we've got to figure out how to feed these animals without. I mean, I spent. I bought 2 bags of layer feed, a bag of rabbit food, and a bag of scratch, and 8 little chicks, and spent $96 and something, I believe it was. I think that's what it was. 96 or $97. I'm like, holy moly, almost $100 just on that little bit. Yeah, I know you. How do I say this? I know that you are learning still how to do your live streams, and I don't know if it'll make it easier for you or harder for you because it takes some getting used to. I have 2 small window air conditioners, but I got too hot working in Tennessee and driving in the car with no air this weekend. Oh, girl, that's terrible. I'm glad you got to go to Tennessee this weekend. That's cool. Are you taking your stuff up a little bit at a time? Um, let's see here. All righty. Let's start out with some things I got to show y'all. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. I got to remember how to put on a picture. I want to add some pictures. Crop layout. Press. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I want to show you some pictures. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Um, hmm. Oh, just got home from work. All right, I need your help, Teresa. How do I can't remember how to bring the pictures into the into the thingy with me. And getting a small camper ready to live in temporarily. Concerned about moving my Pyrenees in this heat since they're used to some air conditioning. You may end up having to give them a haircut. Go to share at the bottom, then window. Share. Oh, yes, now I remember. Uh, Share screen. Nope, that's not it. Share. X. Is it slides? Extra camera or share screen? Screen sharing. There's 2 monitors. This one computer. Steps don't show. I'm confused. Share screen, then window. Share screen, then window. Have to have the pictures open. Um, they're on my. Hmm. Okay, I'm confused. Okay. Share screen. Window. Okay. Share. Cancel. I'm sorry, guys. I'm learning how to do this. So I have to open every one of these pictures, huh? I'm going to make them small because it's just too much on my thing. I'm confused. Okay. Six. I don't know if I'm doing this right or not. I thought I was going to have this all ready, and I did not. Maybe next week I'll have this down pat, but I don't know. Hopefully. Sorry, guys. Okay. Now, hopefully, I can do this right by this. I don't know. Okay. Share screen. Share screen. Share screen. Windows. Yes. Share. Okay. So now do I have to click on the one that I'm sharing or share? I'm totally confused. Okay. So this is one of the things that I wanted to share with you. Um, that is what I found in my backyard in the banana trees hanging. Is that not crazy or what? Yes, it is a huge black snake. Thank you, Christy. I'm, I'm, I'm getting this a little bit at a time. Okay, so let me see if I can show you this part of it too. This is um, William share. Mm, I'm confused. Share, share, share screen, window. Okay, I think this is the other picture of him. No, that's the same one, isn't it? One of the pictures I've got of him um, is of him actually with his mouth open. And I'll explain that whenever I get to it. Windows, Share. Oh, now this is weird. Oh, this is driving me crazy. Okay, share screen. There he is. When I saw him, okay, this is really super weird. He was literally had his mouth open with the feet of a frog sticking out there. He swallowed that frog and was literally eating it as I was watching him, and I watched that frog go all the way down to like near half of his body. I was like, and all I could hear was this little noise sounding like a bird or something, but it wasn't a bird. If it was a bird, it had webbed feet. I guess it could have been a baby bird or something, but I think it was a frog. And it was making the weirdest noises. Now, it was just totally, I mean, it blew me away. So, let me share this one. Let's see. Yeah. See how his mouth is open? He literally, he didn't pay me no attention. Is that weird or what? I don't like snakes, but my granddaughter got me to hold one, said she was proud of me. I can't stand snakes. And if it wasn't a black snake, it'd have been a dead snake. Just saying. But I don't want to I don't want to ever hold a snake. They brought snakes to school one time when I was in school, and let's just say I didn't enjoy it at all. My uncle, my great uncle Bill, no, my great uncle Bob was a how do you say, a maintenance man at our elementary school, and he got me to hold this great bug python. It could have killed me. They wouldn't have let me get killed, but they could have killed me. So these little guys I got at Tractor Supply the other day, and I hi Ann. I am learning how to use StreamYards. So I hope you guys bear with me. Hey Courtney, how you doing? Nice to see y'all coming in. So I got these little guys. They were supposed to be $2.49, and I talked them down to $2. Is that not awesome or what? I don't do snakes either. I'll be honest with you. The only reason why it isn't a dead snake is because it was a black snake. And I know that black snakes keep away all the bad snakes. So, but I am not taking these little guys outside. And I'm even worried about my quail because, hey, he could get in there and eat my quail in a heartbeat. Although my quail are a little bit bigger than, I don't know if he could get that mouth open big enough to get my quail. They're okay. Now the receipt called them Cornish rock, but the sign said Cornish cross. So They're supposed to be Cornish cross chickens, but I don't know. And I'm so excited to have them because I'm all out of chicken in the freezer. But I'm concerned about that freezer now because Ginger, we do stop it. Go. Because I reached in there to get some hamburger meat tonight to make something and it was not frozen. So that bothers me really bad. Okay, so the next picture I want to show you is what I am. How do I say this? I want you guys to be I am being transparent. This is not this is kind of embarrassing, but excuse me, my nose is itching off now. Somebody's coming to see me. That's great that you have chickens. Oh, I love my chickens. Butcher at early age. Yes. Yes. I'm only going to keep these 8 weeks, Linda, and then I'm going to harvest them. We've done it many times and we love it. Okay. First thing I'm going to show you is we moved my bees over away from the front door of the shed. And then I'm going to show you why we did that. Sure hope the freezer is not going out. Yeah, me too. It's one of 3. So I might be able to move some stuff around. I have been making a ton of smoothies and using a lot of my frozen mangoes up. So that's a really good thing. And I need to make some jelly and stuff like that too. So now that I'm better and not got the nasty crud, I can go on to the next thing and start preserving again. I don't preserve anything when I'm sick. I don't believe that that is safe, and I don't want to ever cause um, me to have some kind of sickness inside of a jar. You know what I'm saying? So this is my next endeavor. That is the inside of my shed. Very embarrassing. It's piled up. It's crazy. Oh, they're so good, Christy. All right, Christy, are you coming to the picnic this year? I hope so. I mean, I really do hope so. I hope I get to come too. We have all the same we have all had something like that at one time or another. Yeah. So, folks, I'm just saying that I want to clean this up because when we have hurricanes, I personally don't want to leave my animals, my any of my animals out in the open anymore. I'd like to put them in something that they won't have to have worry about flying objects and stuff like that. This shed has lasted and is Supposedly, we made it hurricane safe. So hopefully I can do it and get it done and, make it last. So, anyways, getting to the topic tonight, I want to tell you guys some of the things that I have been talking to my friends over that are all much older. Hey, Brenda, how are you tonight? You know, my buddy Walt, he's been teaching me the uh, how to use the solar oven and all that kind of stuff, and I've been doing a lot of experiments over there. Sometime soon, I hope to get mine in and get busy with it and start showing more stuff because I want to make some pies and I want to make some um, cinnamon rolls and different things I want to bake in there and see how it does comparatively. Now, some people are under this false pretense that it has to be hot outside for that to work. That's not the case. It all works on sun rays, the rays from the sun. On my phone, um, on the weather station, it tells me uh, what the UV rays are right there. Right now it's 0 because it's dark outside. But today we were up on 11. Okay. In the winter, I have done it on 10. They have shown that you can even do it in the snow because it's all done with the UV rays, not with temperature outside. So now all of it's insulated and everything. It's made specially to work with different atmospheres. But you guys know that if you're in a place that it gets a lot of cloud cover and stuff like that, this probably would not be the best um, way of cooking because you need the rays from the sun. And also, if it's raining or something like that, or if snow gets on top of it, it's not going to get this. If something covers it or something like that, then you're not going to get the rays. But so I've been talking a lot about how things used to be and how what they think is coming for us in the future. Makes sense. People can get bad sunburns in the snow. True. That's very true, Christy. Our trees all around like us. Or true. Yes, yes. You have trees. But you have places where um you could set it up um further out closer to maybe closer to um the horse pen in the middle of the yard. But anyways, you know, there's so many people that are saying, "Oh, don't talk about this doomsday stuff and all this kind of stuff and don't make scare tactics and all this kind of stuff." But you know what? I'm not making scare tactics. I'm saying I'm raising my meat, and I am um, trying to prepare for whatever may come. You know, I mean, and I'm not saying that I'm going to be without electricity. I'm not saying that I'm going to be without water. I'm not saying that I'm going to be without anything. I'm saying, am I going to have enough money to spend for that stuff if it keeps going up? I have no promise that I'm going to have the money to pay the bills. So therefore, I'm trying to get things canned, things um preserved. And one of these days, I pray, I get enough money to buy a freeze dryer, because let me tell you, I think that I could make enough things freeze dried that I could sell them and make my money back on it. Uh, there is no gas at any of the stations here in our town. Wow. Why is that, Brenda? In the middle of a horse pasture. Yeah, because you couldn't put it underneath the pecan trees. Um, so, um, I'm not running out and getting a whole bunch of stuff like I did whenever I freaked out over the uh, flour and all that kind of stuff. I'm being a really good girl, but I am buying a little bit here and a little bit there. And I'm not preparing like I used to prepare for hurricanes and stuff like that. I'm preparing a little bit different, even though I am preparing for like hurricanes and stuff like that, things that could go down. But I really got to downsize my freezer space, because, and I want to take these freezers out of the house and put them in the big shed out there that I'm going to clean out. And I want all these molds out of my house. There's a lot of things I'm trying to get done. Um, and y'all pray for me. I hope that my daughter Becky comes up here to help me clean that shed out. She'll encourage me to throw things away that I would not throw away. Normally, I would probably try to hoard it and keep it for a rainy day when it's garbage. You know what I'm saying? Wow, that is crazy, Brenda. I hope you have gas. With a what the decrease in income? Yes, with the decrease in income, yes. And you know, if I had to pay a $400 electric bill, I wouldn't I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't know. I wouldn't even be able to run the air or nothing. And I'm telling you, it's hot here. Um, so I worry, I don't worry because I know God's going to always take care of me, and I can always go somewhere. I could go across the street and sit in the air conditioned grocery store, and then, window shop somewhere. I can walk anywhere I want to go. I'm close enough to walk somewheres. It might take me a while to get there, and I might have to drink a lot of water and stuff getting there. But I mean, there are things I could do, but I am concerned about these things. So, you know, I listen to some of the things that is said to me. Like my friend Mary, she says to me, she always asks me, "Are you canning something? Are you growing stuff? What are you doing? Are you taking care of your garden? Are you, she's always asking me things." Um, First, Christy, at least you did put some food back. I hope things get better real soon. Oh, I didn't see something here. If I hadn't of put some food back in the past, I would be really hungry right now. Wow. And that's what I'm saying. We we haven't got a clue of what may come tomorrow, and it doesn't matter. We have to have a positive mindset. Yep, I don't think I'm handling the heat as well now that I'm older. We didn't have air conditioning when I was a kid. Yeah, we didn't either, Christy. And I mean, the closest thing to air conditioning, my grandma used to um, freeze milk jugs and uh, and put them behind the um, fans that we had in the floor. That was the closest thing we had to a air conditioner. They just didn't exist, and we were living in Florida. I mean, our friends had them, uh, but a lot of our friends didn't have them either. Yes, we did. We put windows. I mean, we put fans. We had fans in every single room, and we would put them in the box fans in the windows. And I can remember getting a floor fan that stood up tall, like my white one does. Um, I don't use that white one anymore because it's broken. But um, you know, and if I start getting bills like that, I'm going to go back to not using my AC because I just can't. I just can't do it. I can't. But it concerns me because I've got all these freezers that need to be canned up. Um, we had window fans too, and I remember sleeping on the screened-in porch a lot in the summer. Yeah, us too. We used to leave the front. I mean, and that's kind of scary too. We never locked our door ever. I don't ever remember us ever locking the front door. Uh, and we didn't have front and back door like a lot of people did. We had a front door and a side door, um, and the front door had a screen on it, I believe. Not from the not from the beginning of us buying the house, but I believe they did put a screen on it, and we just left the screen door, left the door open, the screen door, and we just slept in the living room floor. And we had um what do you call it? Those peel and stick tile floor things. They were probably asbestos. We slept straight on them. They were nice and cool. Um, One of the places that we lived at had terrazzo floor, which is really nice and cool. Even in the summer, that floor for some reason stays cooler than a regular floor. So Did you sing into the fan and make your voice funny? Yeah, we did too. Yes, we did. We used to sing and we used to do all kinds of stuff. We'd stick our hair so it would fly through like that. We did all kind of weird stuff. When I was a kid, we had one fan in the house, and my mom used it day and night during canning season. Wow. No dock doors or windows but if anyone stepped into the yard, our dog barked. Yeah, we had um we had a German shepherd at one time named Baron until he passed away, and he wouldn't let nobody in the house that didn't belong there. We had an old farmhouse and it wasn't insulated, so it had plenty of airflow, but very cold in the winter. Hmm. And I don't remember it ever being like really, really hot when I was a kid. I don't know. Maybe I just don't maybe it just happened, but it just doesn't remember. I just don't remember it being stifling hot like it is now. Of course, us kids were always out running outside, playing and running through the woods and playing in the ditches. And hey, Recyclable Homestead, how are you tonight? Um, let's see, what else did we do? We'd go to the YMCA and swim there. We'd sneak in. We were bad. One year, my parents, when my mom married her second husband, um, hey Julie, what's up, girl? Uh, he got us a he got us a deal because he worked at the Cape and got us a deal on the membership there for family membership to go swimming. And I mean, we had a pretty big family, you know. I think it was like $50 for a family membership, and there was oh my goodness, I'm sorry guys, my nose is itching off. There was us three girls, my two stepsisters, and three stepbrothers, and my mom and dad, and we would all go to the YMCA and have a blast. There was only three houses in this area then, cows across the road. Now there is a 4-lane and huge inner city high school across the street. Wow. Yeah, when I was a kid, um, there was not a whole lot of a whole lot of stuff grown up on the island. Now there's hardly any land left. I mean, hardly any land left. We swim at the YMCA. Ha! That's cool. Let me tell you, I was not a good swimmer. I've been pulled out of the YMCA. I've been pulled out of Rock Springs. I've been pulled out of the river over here, and numerous times of all places. And it's a wonder I ain't dead. How many times they've had to pull me out and keep me from drowning. But I wasn't afraid of nothing. I as bad a swimmer as I was, I'd still get on that high dive and dive and doggy paddle all the way back to the thing. I was good at diving. I just wasn't good at swimming. Isn't that crazy? But you know, I listened to the Oldtimers And their lives were so simple. They didn't have all this crazy stuff going on. Um, I remember I stood under the sulfur water hose when it was hot as a kid. Yeah, exactly. That's the way it is, David. And we didn't have to worry about, nobody ever said, turn that water off. You're going to run up our bill. We watered our gardens. We did everything we were supposed to. And we didn't have these outrageous bills. Why is it that our water is so expensive now? I dive, oh heck no. LOL, I didn't like heights. I don't care for heights either, but I sure love diving off the high dive and doing cannonballs and um, screwdrivers and um, jackknives and what else was it I used to do? Um, I don't remember. I'm getting senile, guys. I can't remember nothing anymore. Isn't that awful? I don't know if it's all this sickness that I've been having or what, but I'm having the worst time of remembering. I feel like I'm gonna join my mama soon. Um, so how do I say this? I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of crap in here. I have a lot of crap out there. Things that I really don't need. Things that I um, get from other people given to me that they don't want anymore. Lord, I hope not. I know, honey. I'm not going to join my mom. Not anytime soon, I hope. A new company took over billing for our water company. They sent a bill for $538 for you? Holy moly, that is crazy. Mm-mm-mm. Hey, Hedgehog's Homestead, how are you tonight? We're just trying to talk about what old folks think about how it was and how it's going to be in the future, and how they're just kind of like shaking their head at the things that's going on in this world. Okay, so I'm trying to think another thing that, oh, so um Mary saves things for me, like all of the jars that she gets in her house that can I can use to can something with. It's not bulk jars, it's not like that. So I'm going to start using those to make things for myself that I know I can and they will seal good. Just for backup, like um and I just wonder how you guys. I mean, do you guys ever talk to the older folks and see how they feel about what's going on? You know, I can't imagine. Walt will be 100 years old the 15th, and I just have to shake my head sometimes. Now he's an electrician. I mean, electrician. Lord help me. He's an engineer. I'm sorry, not an electrician. And very, 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 very smart man. Has worked out at the Cape. He's worked at several big industries. He's written books, and he used to do jingles and stuff like that. He worked with the people on Mr. Green Jeans, and he's done comic strips, and um he has done some, I mean, outrageous paintings that are just, I mean, I just dropped my mouth when I found out that he painted them himself. Intricate, beautiful paintings. Very smart man. And he has said, he just shakes his head and says, this ain't what it's supposed to be like. This is not what it's supposed to be like. That's right. I just said that to Lee today. Okay, what did you say? I'm missing something. Well, no matter what, God's in control. That's right. He is definitely in control. I talked to my mother-in-law at lot. She doesn't even want to talk about it. She wants it to basically just go away, but she's a Democrat. Yeah, I don't. I think Walt's independent, and I know Mary's a Republican, so she's got some strong views. But, anyways, I just can you imagine? I mean, in my lifetime, I've gone from uh two party lines on the phone, or party lines, whatever you want to call them, and then going to a single party line, and I mean, paying for long distance phone calls and all kinds of stuff, that was different back then. Paying 25, or no, I think at first, when I first started um, using the telephone, I think I paid 10 cents for a phone call. And then when I got to high school, it moved to 25 cents. Um, Taking home ec in high school was a trip, because they didn't just teach you how to cook, they taught you how to do a checkbook, they taught you how to run a household, they taught you how to sew. I mean, they didn't just teach you how to cook something. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people are upset that they can't trust the government anymore. When I talk to the older folks, that's what I hear. I agree with that 100%. Um, they um, they feel like they're lied to on a regular basis, and they don't feel like they can ever trust anybody that's in politics, Laura. I mean, it's just like And really, I don't trust them. So how can I expect them to trust them? I remember talking to my elders about the depression. They always had the mindset to put up food because of what they lived through. Yes. And and um and that's the same with these folks too. And that's why I think Mary's always on me. Are you what are you canning now? What are you doing now? She's always wanting to know. Yes, we can't trust them. You know, the only person we can trust in this world is the good Lord above. He will get us through anything. God didn't promise us that we were going to have good government. Our government was based on freedom of religion and freedom of our choice. And you know, it just ain't free. It ain't free no when they're pushing all this stuff on us. And I'm saying stuff I shouldn't be saying on here again. They're going to get after me, right? We still have AG here in FFA. My granddaughter is in it. I don't know what that is. They grow corn to sell and things like that. I know I might sound stupid, but I do not know what those things are, Teresa. I need another party pantry for canning food. I already filled up the ones I have. You go, girl. And I went to Walmart to get me some uh, what are they, half-gallon jars, because I put all my dried goods in those and stuff like that, and I've got to find some somewhere. I'm gonna have to go to more Walmarts and see if they've got them. Agriculture and FFA is Future Farmers of America. Oh, okay. They have it in the school here. That's awesome. Um, I'm trying to think of their name. Miracle at Miracle and Faith are the two females. Faith is the mom and Miracle is the daughter. But I'm trying to think of their name. Their channel name. Oh my goodness gracious. She was the mom homeschools them all, and she was involved in some kind of agriculture thing, and she raises her own cattle and everything. She's out of school now. She graduated, I think year before last or last year. No, it was the year before last. I think the son graduated either last year or this year. I get my timing mixed up, so forgive me if I'm all messed up on that. But um, oh, I can't remember their name to save my life. A real nice family, real super nice family. Um, they grow sorghum and they've got cattle that they raise, and I mean they do a lot of things old fashioned way. Um, they're just a really awesome family. I wish I could remember what their channel name is. This is going to drive me insane. Mm, let's see here if I can find them. I think it's Oh, this is going to drive me crazy. I keep saying I'm going to start a channel and say what I want. I'll probably get kicked off in a day. You should do it, Christy. That's right. You should do it, Christy. Um, hey, I see a lot of people say things that are out there. So, hmm. This will drive me crazy. I hate it whenever I uh, think of something and I want to tell you guys about it. They have a great channel, though. I'll put it in the description if I can remember it later. But don't count on it. I don't remember things very good. But anyways, they she did she did she did some kind of thing, and I think she's in college now or something with this agriculture thing. I want to say she maybe graduated from college too. I don't know. I don't know, Teresa. Jesus might get mad at me. Now, why would Jesus get mad at you, Miss Christie? If you say what's right. I found a new book today, The Healing Garden by Juliet Blankspar, the founder of the Chestnut School of Herbal Medicine. Far out. I'm telling you, I'm learning so much stuff. I now I'm not retaining everything that I'm learning, but I am learning so much stuff. I'm getting more like my mama when she got old. She would say anything. Yeah, I like finding books and stuff. And I'll be honest with you, there might come a day when we don't got this YouTube and internet and computers and all that kind of stuff. That's why I don't know how many of them I've got. I want to put all of um, Teresa's newsletters and stuff in plastic sleeves so I can make a book, of my own for learning some of the stuffs. And um, I would have never. I mean, I watched Jess over at Roots and Refuge, and I never would have thought about uh, steeping uh, basil and drinking it. Just never would have thought about it. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we can drink. Now, I'm going to tell you something. If I didn't drink tea, I wouldn't be able to drink this water. There's something that they're doing to the water that tastes like crud. I wish to God I could get me uh, one of those Berkeys or something other to clean and purify the water. I've heard of that book, but I haven't read it. Basil is great. Yes, I've got some regular basil growing now, but I don't know. Trying to see. I made a lot of pesto with mine. I don't know, how do I say this? I don't know if I've ever really eaten pesto. It sounds yummy, but I can't remember if I've ever actually eaten it. My dogs want to drink rainwater. They don't like the city water. Yeah, my dog goes out back and she will drink in all the little things that are out there that's got water on them. Look at Sawyer water filters. Sawyer water filters. They're good without the huge price. Let me write that down. Let's see here. H-A-Y. Oh, I do like basil. I do like basil. In fact, I'm hooked on the lemon basil that Holland gave me, and I'm growing it again. So I'm looking forward, but it bolts here a lot. It bolts really fast. So um, I learned a lot about watching for the start of flowers and how the flowers you can use. Hey Chuck, how are you this evening? How you can use the flowers and it will give you even more flavor. So it was an interesting video. I enjoyed it. My friend that lives in Florida called Miss Plenty. I'm sorry, but I'm glad you got to talk to your friend. I had never ate pesto, but I made some and my son said it was good. Oh yes, I bet you if you do that. Um and believe it or not, I like rainwater. I really do. But you got to still send it through something to purify it. And where I'm at, they're always putting up rockets and all that kind of stuff. That makes me that concerns me of all the pollution that they're putting up in the air. They can say all they want to, but I'm telling you something. That fuel going up in the air has got to be doing something. Like pesto on pasta or spaghetti squash. That sounds good. Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm late, Kathy. That's all right, Susan. Come on in, girlfriend. Sit a spell. So, I've been talking a little bit about some of the things that the older folks that have gone through the depression, and I mean, Walt will be 100 years old the 15th, and um, Mary is. David, how old is Mary? 98, 99, something like that. She's in her 90s. I don't remember how old she is right offhand, but she's up there in age. And she's always had, she has always had um, a garden. And this is talking about two different kind of lifestyles too. Now, Mary has always been She's always had nice things. She's always canned. She's always grown her food, a lot of it. She's always been very meticulous about where she bought her food. She would get the newspaper and she would go through the ads and she would plan out her whole shopping list and go to the grocery store and buy at each different individual store, come back home and put it all away every single week. That's how her and Jim did it. Now she has to do it differently now, but um, I still think she does a little bit of looking at the newspaper and seeing what on sale and stuff like that. But um, Mr. Walt, he done things a whole lot different. He says, I set me up some plants here one time and tried to grow them, and I had all kind of weird bugs. He says then I got into doing aquaponics, and because and I know why he got into aquaponics, because um, when my grandmother was alive, David worked, so he could not go with me all the time on the um, Rare Fruit Council meetings, and he so her and I would go, and we would have a blast. And it's kind of weird because they were in Melbourne. I literally had to drive all the way to Cocoa, get her, come all the way to Melbourne to go to the meeting, and then drive all the way back to take her home every time we did that. But we enjoyed it, and I had a good time, and that's all that matters. I spent it with my grandmother. But um where was I going with that? Oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, aquaponics. We went to uh, a meeting one time where this fella came from NASA, and he showed us how they were growing food in the space shuttles, and how they grew food up in space, and how they used the lights and everything, and they had to put cover so that hey Becca, how's it going, girl? He had to put cover over the roots of the vegetables and stuff to block out the light from the from the bulbs and stuff, or else the fruit wouldn't come alive. It wouldn't do its stuff. And so that's how I'm sure that's how he. I need to ask him about that, because that totally went over my head to ask him how he ended up getting into it. But we learned so much about aquaponics at that meeting. It was just so cool. It's awesome, Christy. I wish I could still see well enough to sew like I used to. Uh-oh, what did I miss? My great aunt lived to be 100. I remember her making her own patterns to make clothes. Yeah, and I love doing that. I really do. And I'm trying my best to teach my grandkids the things that I have learned, so that they can pass it on. Finally, down to the final stages of this estate. I am so ready to move. Oh, I'm so glad it's coming to an end for you. I know it's been crazy there for you. Um. Mm-mm-mm. So, oh, it's long. It's late tonight, ain't it? And I haven't even prayed. I've been just gabbing along with y'all. So I'm praying that I can get that shed all cleaned out and get it set up for extra storage and stuff. If I can put these freezers and stuff out there, it might help too with staying cooler in the house. Hey, Barb, nice to see you coming in. So, are there any prayers tonight? Has anybody got any prayer requests? I don't sew, but when my grandgirl was 4, she told her mama that I had taught her all about gardening and she would teach her how. Aww, that is so cool. And that's funny too. You say that, Christy, but my grandkids have told my daughter Becky, you ain't doing that right. You can't water with that. My grandgirl came back sick from church camp running a fever. Oh no. I hope she doesn't have the crud that we had. Since I last talked to you, I've been bitten by a snake. Oh no! Had a 7-inch diameter limb fall on the back of my neck, concussion, and sprung by hornets. Caught my leg with a chainsaw. List goes on. Oh no, girl. That is terrible. I'm sorry I haven't been over your channel. I just don't get on here a whole lot. That is crazy. Well, I'm gonna pray that the Lord puts a protective hedge around you and keep you safe. No more accidents. Of course, we're gonna pray for Christy. and I want to thank you for your prayers for David. He never did get the sickness. Praise God. That I'm amazed, and neither did Lance. Lance and David both didn't get it. Praise God. Um, my uncle, my uncle Tony, went to the hospital today. He has been, he's had several problems with his heart. He's had to have one heart surgery and stents and uh, valve replacements and all kind of stuff in his heart. And he's been on all kind of medicine. And all of a sudden, he's getting nosebleeds. And I asked my aunt, I said, he's still on blood thinners? And she said, no, they took him off of those blood thinners. And I'm like, I've never heard of that before. I think she must be mistaken. But he ended up in the hospital today in the ER. I don't know. I have to call my mom and find out later. Well, it's too late to call her tonight, but I'll have to call her tomorrow and find out about him. I say all the time I need to wear a helmet. Becca, you need a suit of armor. Yeah, the Lord's armor. I need to wrap myself in a bubble wrap, but then I'd probably just want it pop the bubbles. That's funny, Becca. Well, I hope you have recovered from all this stuff. Does anyone think women have a tougher time with the crud? Um, I think so. I really do, but um, I don't know very many men. Well, I take that back because one of the fellows in our church has had it, and he said he never wanted to go through that again. This one Pacific fellow that I know about. I don't really talk to too many people about this crud, but it's nasty. I'm telling you right now, it's nasty. I'll never wanted to get it. I never want to get it again. And don't think just because you test negative that you ain't got it. Because you can test over and over again, and each one of them will be something different. So, anyways, his nose has been bleeding off and on for days, and they don't know what's going on with it. So, hopefully, they got it under control and was able to send him home or figure out what to do for him. Becca, I could just see all the little kids attacking you. Yeah, I'm good except the wounds on my legs. Well, I'm still fat, but that's another story. Oh, girl, you are not fat. I don't know. I think my son was sicker, but I had to keep going and take care of animals and him. That mama factor in me gives me strength. Well, I'm going to tell you something, Christy. These 3 days that I laid back there and I couldn't even do nothing but go to the bathroom. I mean, nothing. I I don't even remember much about those days. Um, I know that I didn't eat. I think in those 3 days I only ate a few times. I think I ate some soup that I had canned, and I ate some cottage cheese and some Ritz crackers, and David tried to make me some eggs, and that turned my stomach just to smell of them. I tried to eat them, but I couldn't do it. He's so good to me, guys. I know he ain't on here no more, but I'm gonna tell you right now. If any of you guys can find a man like David, you better be holding on to him because he's a good man. I wish I'd been better to him, but sometimes our stupid minds get away from us and we do stupid things. I don't know. Oh, I already read that. Oh yes, I am girl. I'm like the Michelin man. I don't believe that. Entertainment for the whole neighborhood. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, he came up here and when I had it, when I had it the worstest, and he took care of all my babies and made sure that they had enough water and feed and everything, so that I didn't have to get on them right away. And he would have came back up again to do it, but I was able to get out there and be able to water and feed. I really think I had it the winter before all the shutdowns. Never been so sick. Chicken bone broth, and I think saved me. Becca, I'm built like the Pillsbury Doughboy, but I'm still a daughter of God, and He loves me, and He loves you too, honey. Aw, that's super sweet, Susan. I agree with that 100%. Um, and y'all know the kind of craziness that I went through with my weight, and I'm still struggling with my weight, even though I had the surgery and everything. Still struggling with it. So, um, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and pray, and we can keep on talking. But I want to get the Lord first and take care of this. Dear Heavenly Lord, thank you for giving us a good night of talking about the old times and the new times to come and things that we're going to go through, and hopefully that we'll be able to stick together and stay friends and be there for one another. And Lord, I pray, Lord, that I can be a blessing to these folks on here and others that may not be on here, but um, maybe I can just be a blessing to even strangers, Lord. I want to lift up Becca and keep her safe and sound and no more accidents, and help her to get back to where she wants to be, to her own place, and not having to deal with all this uh, um, I can't think of the word of it. My brain just don't work anymore, Lord. Inheritance, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you fix that and get it all taken care of and squashed. And Lord, I want to lift up Michaela. Lord, please let her not have the crud. Let her just be something that's a 24-hour thing and she's over it and done with, Lord. Thank you that Christy's able to get to go to Tennessee this weekend. And I pray, Lord, that you keep continuing to bless her. Give her the funds that she needs, Lord. I just worry so much about her being able to get along, Lord. And she's always been the caregiver and take care of her, of everybody but herself, Lord. Let her learn to put herself up there and first, Lord. And Lord, I want to lift up Uncle Tony and Aunt Dee Dee and help them where they need to be, Lord. I know there's craziness going on with them. Aunt Dee Dee's not herself anymore, and Tony's got all these heart issues and just crazy. And lift up my mama, Lord. Pray, Lord, that you help her, keep her on track. I know her memory is just going fast and furious, and she can't focus on what we're talking about, and it's so painful to watch, and so frustrating to hear the frustrations that's going on when when we're talking to her, and how people treat her with her forgetfulness is just wrong. I just pray that you find a sweet spirit in them people and let them smack them upside the head and say, "Hey, this could be you, so you better not treat her like that." So I just pray, Lord, that it 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 makes it sweeter, the the end here that we've got with my mom, Lord. And thank you, Lord, for David and all my friends here. Thank you, Lord, that I get so much love and support from everyone. I ask these things in your sweet name, Jesus. Amen. Okay, so where am I at? I really think I had. Oh, I read that. Read that. Read that. Oh, I know that my faith is strong. I may wear camouflage, but my faith is definitely not hidden. That's true. That's the thing about God. He loves us in our imperfections. Yes. Amen. I hope that everyone has a very blessed night. And to all prayers and blessings, hugs and love much. Thank you, Becca. That's sweet. So, Becca, do you have a lot of stuff to do still there? I mean, this has been going on for a long time for you. It seems like it's taken forever. I know. I mean, we've known each other for what, couple years now, haven't we? At least I know a year and a half. And y'all, I got another prayer I want y'all to pray for me. I've got another I've got another bone spur coming through the gums. Getting some repairs done now, then some more paperwork, and then I'm gone. Wow, that's you know, you know, there's another one of my subscribers and friends that's had to go through estate probates and all that kind of stuff, and that this was her husband that this has all happened to. So, and it took her a long time too. Sorry, I had to take the dogs out, but I'm back again. Cool. Thanks, Brenda, for coming back in. Fixing. Well, I'm praying that your move goes well and it's quickly sold, and you get a good price for it. Besides all the estate stuff, the farm, etc. I had to close 3 businesses plus a ton of other stuff. Oh, wow. I didn't realize all that. That is amazing. I don't know how you put up with all that. Mm-mm-mm. Uh-uh-uh. My babies must be asleep. I don't hear any chirping in there. Oh, my ice has melted. It's so hot in here. I heard a chirp a little earlier. Yeah. I think they're all asleep now. And if it wasn't for that snake out there, I'd probably put them outside soon. But I'm concerned about my quail I put out there because I don't know if that snake will get inside that quail cage and get them. That'd be a waste of my time and money. Raising all them little guys up and getting the snake getting them. But the first set of quails that I raised up, David took home with him. They're already laying eggs, he said. So it won't be long until those start laying eggs too, I think. I have to tell you a story. Y'all are gonna think I'm absolutely crazy. Y'all know I told you earlier that we've been garbage picking. We've been going to the grocery stores and getting their fruits and stuff out of their dumpsters and stuff so that we can feed our animals and help help lower the cost. So, hey, how's it going, girl? Healthy homestead chick. I ain't seen you for a while. Um, so we, Kathy, if you had a snake, you need a. There is a hole big enough for a mouse to go through. Snakes can go through it too. Have done away with. I know haven't been on YouTube much. Too busy. I know. I haven't been visiting anybody's channel. I'm a bad girl. Um I very so I mean I have been watching some channels but not very much. I'm trying not to spend a whole lot of time on YouTube cuz I could sit here all day and watch everybody's lives just roll on by and not my and not do anything with mine. Um but let me show you this snake. I hope I can remember how to do this again. Nose. Uh, oh, I don't have it open. Let's see if I can open it and then share. No, it didn't share the right one. Doggone it. Doggone it. Let me try this one more time. This was a huge snake. I could not believe how that snake literally, this is a close up on it. And it was literally 5.5 feet long. Now it was a black snake, so I didn't kill it, but I should have. um, I just don't ever kill black snakes. I just don't. Not because they're against the law to kill, but um because you know you can't have something here that will hurt your animals, but um they're good at keeping other snakes, bad snakes away. That's why I keep them. My stupid spell check. If you have a snake, you need to have it done in. Yeah. I had a customer got bit by a water moccasin in the calf. When he went to the ER, they discovered a tumor in that calf. He said he bit flowers on that snake's grave. Oh, he put flowers on that snake's grave because his leg was saved. Wow, Christy, that is wow. A black snake killed one of my baby ducks last year. Wow. I don't I don't know that I've ever had the snakes bother my animals, but I've had animals that I've lost, so they could bother them. I don't know. I just swore holy blank that thing's huge. I would have peed my pants. That stinking scary. What's scary about the whole thing, Susan? It was in my banana tree, up above my head. I had to look up to take that picture of it because it was tall. I mean, it was up off the ground, taller than me. True story, and the tumor absorbed the moccasin poison. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. That is crazy. Mm-mm-mm. Um, they say that even though a snake is not poisonous, the bacteria on its fangs will cause an infection that could kill you. That's why another reason why I don't like snakes. Now, David told me about. Let me see what the name of that stuff is. He told me I'm got to go and get this tomorrow. Snake away. He said get some snake away and put it around um, the cages and stuff like that. But I'm scared to death that my chickens are going to eat that stuff. He said they're granules. Has anybody else used that stuff? They eat nasty mice and bugs. Yes, they do. And there are rats back yonder. So, um, and that's one of the reasons why I don't want to go in the shed um, by myself. Moving things around because I'm scared to death. I know it sounds crazy, but I am scared of rat touching me. I don't want them touching me. I don't want to. They just gross me out so bad. Now, when they're dead, I can pick them. I can I can put leaves or something on their tail and pick them up and carry them to the garbage can. But we have that's one thing that I do put poison out for, and it's in a container. It's in a black container out there by the little shed because I can't stand them things. Yeah, I'm telling you, never seen snake away before. He uses it because he literally had two different kinds of snake. He had a coral snake in there that was killing his quails, and he had a rat snake in there. It's a rat snake or a chicken snake. I think he said rat snake. I'm not sure. Yes, you were right, Kathy. I've used sulfur around the chicken coop. Didn't seem to bother the chickens. The farmers co-op suggested it. Some people use lime. But see, I've got the I didn't know a snake could kill a full-grown chicken, you know. But I told David, he said put it on the ground around that quail cage and everything, and I'm like, and that makes me wonder about those babies. I thought I mean, I've always thought um that the rabbit killed those babies. I wonder if a snake didn't get in there and try to eat them babies and couldn't eat them all. Have David come and take it away. Um, well, he is waiting on a delivery tomorrow, so he won't be able to come up here. And I don't know where it went. I mean, it was up in the banana trees. I want to clean all the dead. And see, this is another thing about the banana trees. When that freeze happened, or frost or freeze or whatever you want to call it, where it damaged my bananas, it didn't kill my bananas, but it damaged their leaves, and the leaves died back. So I've got all this um, dead leaves and stuff up there that really need to be taken care of and gotten down. I've never allowed that. I've always kept those brown leaves cut off. And I've been putting them back into the center of that clump of bananas, which I may have to pull those out and not compost them like that now, because that may be giving that snake a house to live in. I have lime. Teresa, you use lime instead of snake away. If it's long enough to wrap around a chicken, it can kill it. Yes. Well, like I said, it was 5.5 feet long at least. I've got a video of it that I'm going to put up tomorrow if I can get it put together. So, well, guys, I've been here almost 2 hours. So, I'm going to give it a few more minutes and then I'm going to call it a night. So, um, yes, the lime helps with other pests and the smell also. Now, is the lime toxic? Is it a natural product? I don't know anything about lime. Just have to be careful about the sulfur or lime changing pH for plants. I didn't have plants near the coop. Yeah, and see, Christy, I've got apple tree, and that's something else too. Something took them squirrels. I hate them squirrels. I'm just like, Every single apple on my tree is gone. Every single one of them. There isn't an apple left on that tree. I'm allergic to sulfur too, Teresa. So is lime sulfur, or is it a two different things? I wore gloves. No plants near my coop. Yep. They're two different things. Okay. Well, and like you guys know, I got all my um blueberries and blackberries and all that kind of stuff out there too. David said I need to do the perimeter of the whole yard, box in the whole yard on the fence line. Um, and other than, I'm trying to think, other than the bananas, and those bananas in the back part next to the fence, those are different. I mean, there's the same banana, but they're different, a different pact. Two different things. The squirrels steal my plums every year while they're still green. Wow. Absolutely no lime near blueberries. Okay. Ah. See, I got blueberries and blackberries along the coop, and the apple tree, two apple trees. Um, the loquat tree is out there near the coop. There's just too much around my coop. Sorry, Kathy, I'm sleepy. I have to go listen in bed. Hugs all. I will listen on phone. That's all right. I'm getting off of here anyways, Teresa. You can go on to sleep, my love, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. I want y'all to know Teresa's a very good friend to me. She has been so good to me. I couldn't have been more blessed by meeting all y'all folks. Teresa and I met. Well, we talked online several times, but we met at the Deep South gathering the first time, and I'm telling you, we hit it off right away. I love you too. Good night, sweetheart. Um, so anyways, I'm going to cut this out, and I appreciate everybody being here tonight, and sweet dreams, y'all, and till next time, bye now.